Trusted by champions, Vortex Racing components are made from aerospace-grade billet aluminum to the tightest tolerances. They're pleased and proud to bring you our next guest on the show. He uses Vortex Racing sprockets as well. He's the newest member of Monster Energy Star Yamaha. It's Christian Craig. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How about you guys?
We're good. How is the Vortex Racing sprockets on your new Star Yamaha?
Oh, it's just awesome. You know, it's just ripping. So
thank you.
First off, hold on. I want to give a shout out to my Blue Crew teammate with the fresh off his championship.
Thank you.
Keeper.
Thank you, Christian.
So, just got to get that out of the way.
Okay.
All right. Winners, nothing but winners here. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Well,
that was just pure domination, right?
That's right.
Oh yeah, really? 1-2. Yeah, it sounds like a domination.
Overall.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
he knew he had the overall, so he just cruised it in, in the second moto.
See, racers are smart. See, Christian, listen to him talk. He's smart. He knows what's up.
It's championship mindset,
Yep.
Oh God, listen. Christian, how's the bike? We would like to know.
I would say we already.
We would like to know, but how is the bike, Christian?
I mean, I think everyone already knows how the bike is. It is what everyone thinks it is, though. So, no, I'm enjoying it. Bike's super fast. The biggest thing that I like compared to what I was on before is how good it turns. The power's great. It does good stuff, but the turning is like next level. So, stoked on that. And man, it's been fun. It's cool to ride because you can ride it more in the lower gear and not have to rev it as much, and that fits my style quite a bit more. So, man, it's been fun to ride, especially we've been riding Supercross for a couple weeks now, so just getting into that.
Oh,
this is what's cool. It's like you don't ever hear someone say, "Yeah, the Yamaha turns better than my Honda."
Not really.
You don't hear it.
You don't hear a lot. Just Yamaha motor stuff, right?
Yeah. So I guess for me, when I hear that, where at in the corner, like what does it do? Like what makes it better?
So like the number one thing is it almost feels like it sticks. It sticks down in the corners and it stays there. Where before I would have problems of it, kind of the fork and the shock coming up mid corner, and it would either the front would push on me or dive. And this one kind of stays in one little pocket, and it's easy to like cut down or lean it over in a corner, especially in Supercross is the biggest thing where I can tell. But man, that was like the number one thing right when I got on it. So it's comfortable, but it took I'd say quite a bit longer than I expected to get used to it.
Really?
The whole cockpit of it, like Keeper was there for my second day on the bike, and I had to go up and ask him. I'm like, do you feel like you're super tall on the Yamaha and compared to other bikes? And man, that was like the biggest thing is I felt so much taller. Like from the foot pegs to the seat was the biggest thing. Like I felt like that was really small. Like that gap was small.
Okay.
And that took me a while to get used to. So, that was the biggest thing is just getting comfortable on it. But after a couple of days, I feel normal now.
Did you guys adjust that, or did you leave it in where you had it that day?
No, we're still working on it with foot peg adjustment. Another thing is I would catch my back brake just randomly, and I don't know if that's just I'm used to the Honda back brake. I don't know if those are any different, but like I'd randomly just catch it in a corner and it would just like throw me forward. So I felt like a straight goon, but I got comfortable with that, and then we messed around with bar mounts and stuff just to try to open it up a little bit. But yeah, I think we're getting there.
Yeah, it's funny because I do the same thing. Like when I had stock pegs, like where the placement was, I would drag my rear brake at times I didn't even know I was on it, and so I moved my peg back 10 mil, and that helped me keep me from dragging my rear brake. So.
Yeah, and I feel like from the foot peg to the back brake is small, right. And I have size 11 boot, so like I asked all the other riders, but they all have like smaller feet than me, so they don't have that kind of problem. And then another thing is I had to raise my shifter lever up. I felt like I was reaching to like get under it to shift up. So we raised it up and that felt a little bit better. Just little like minor tweaks like that helped a lot. So yeah, it was a big change for sure.
Well, listen, we were at Paris riding the 450 and J-Mart was there, and he was hitting these inside ruts and leaning it over.
Dude.
He's very comfy on the YZ, everybody.
It can corner.
He was hitting these
Yeah.
inside ruts at like third gear wide open. It seemed like, and just throwing it in there. It was a holy shit. Was it
Yeah,
good?
that's what he's been doing on Supercross too. It's like we kind of sit back and we're just like, holy crap, he hits corners
Yeah.
so fast.
Is it
Dude.
because
The
he's
way
like
he
a little
attacks
munchkin?
them?
Is it because he's like a munchkin and he can just get in there?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So
Okay.
he's been ripping lately. So it's been cool. He obviously felt comfortable on it pretty quick. I think he's rode one before, but
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Well-
man, I'm just enjoying it.
I thought it was bullshit
What?
because the ruts were good at Paris that day, and he fucked them all up.
I mean, I was on the
This is
outside.
what
I was
a
on the
normal
outside.
pro would do.
Dude, just blasting them out.
That's what normal pros do. We literally we'll be like, oh, the track's so sick, and we'll do our sprints, and by the end of the sprints, they're just
Done.
the track is
Wow.
blown out.
Yeah.
Not for me. I was on the outside. I was on the outside.
I love the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
That's what it's all about.
My teammate Christian Craig on the line right here, brought to you by Vortex Racing. I went 6'8", Christian. So I mean, I didn't win like Kiefer, but 6'8". I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, props to you, but we only give shout outs to like people on the podium or
Okay,
winners,
okay. So
sorry.
Randy went 3-1 for second overall on Blue
Yep.
Crew. So,
Okay,
yeah.
that's a shout out for sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, so absolutely. So yeah, the bike's gonna be good. You're gonna be stoked. Now, outdoors, Mookie signed a 450 only, Supercross only deal. Christian, they gotta put you on their outdoors, right? Is that what we're gonna do? Do you know this yet? It's what we want to do.
I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you can look at my past results, and it would be easy to say to put me on a 450, but
They're already
it's
going
up
to
the
have
team.
18 guys in the 250s. So let's just put you to
I know,
450s
but-
with AP and with Dylan, and you'll be good to go.
I know. We'll see when that time comes, but either way, I just want to race.
West or
So-
East? Do we even know that? Can we even talk about that? I mean, is it anything?
We don't. I think
Okay.
it's too early to tell.
Yeah, probably. I can't get mad about. I usually get mad about that kind of stuff, but it is too early. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all kind of riding right now. I think everyone's kind of putting out like the feelers and seeing who's going fast and
Yeah.
just stuff like that. But yeah, I don't make that call.
How much do you think Will Hahn's going to hurt your results this year?
Fuck Will Hahn.
Yeah, yeah.
He said,
Will,
yeah. Yeah.
No, Will's awesome. He's been awesome to work with. He's been cool to be around. Just super easy
Right.
easy to deal with. Get stuff done. So it's been fun to work with him.
Has it been strange for you? I mean, you've been a Geico Honda rider for a long time now. Before that was TLD Honda. You know what I mean? So you have been on red for a long time, and this is a total switch for you. How, is it already old news for you? Or is it still kind of weird?
No, it's still kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole different crew. It's not like it's just the feeling of it. Not like that it's bad.
Right.
It's a good thing, but it's just the feeling of being on a different team,
Mm-hmm.
different trainer, different, just whole program.
Right.
And I do think it's what I needed. I do think I got comfortable over at Geico and kind of took it for granted, but I didn't. I do put in the time and work to try to get results, but
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be like a challenging thing for me, and I really need to step it up and make it happen this next year.
Kiefer, is this gonna be it for Christian? Is this gonna be the thing that gets him going?
So I don't even want to talk because if I say this,
Pretend he's not on the line.
Okay,
Just talk shit on him. It's fine.
No. I want to be real. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
I wrote something in daytime program before I even knew he was going to star.
Yeah.
I even said, and Christian actually texted me after I wrote this. He's like, "Do you know something?" And I'm like, "I know nothing." But
I remember that. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wrote like, I think he would be better off on a different team, starting fresh, and possibly a Yamaha because he could, just like what he said, he rides a gear higher. He lugs. He's smooth. That engine will fit him. So for me, with the package that he has, his riding style, I feel like he's the guy to beat. Like I just feel like that's the guy.
Hold on.
This is what.
Hold on.
This is
The guy to beat.
Yes, in his whatever.
I like Christian Craig. We're buddies. But the guy to beat,
You forget. You forget how good he is.
I know how good he is.
But no, I don't think you do.
I don't. Okay. All right. Never mind.
Well, why are you shocked by me saying that then?
The guy to beat.
Who do you think the guy to beat
Well,
is?
we don't know what coast it is. But
Well, just
You've
pick
obviously
the
have-
other guy.
well, Austin Faulkner looks pretty good.
Okay, I got CC over Austin.
Okay. Fine.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, whoop speed. Who's gonna?
Hey, Christian, Steve is obviously acting like you're not on the line.
Well,
So
go
right ahead, Steve.
Listen, do I want Christian to do well? I absolutely do. I like him. I like
It's not
everything.
about me wanting him to. I'm being factual. Like, look at
You
this.
can't be factual
Yes,
when
you
Christian
can.
has one win on his thing.
That's not. I don't care about win. I'm looking at the quality
all
of
right.
rider.
We're really going. Christian's like, this is awkward now.
He's still on the line. If you have something to interject, go right ahead, buddy.
I mean,
Look at. Okay, hold on. Christian's end of the year.
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
He crushed the
Great.
outdoors. He rode great.
On
Yeah,
a better
yeah,
bike,
Yeah.
straight up.
On a bike you didn't develop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not a piece of
Right,
shit.
right. It's not a piece of shit.
Okay.
Right.
And he's on a different team.
Okay, hold on a second. Tits. I know you've barely
Yes,
been paying
sir.
attention.
No.
But is Christian the
Wake
man
up.
to beat in 250 Supercross next year? Pretend he's not on the line.
Can you like be on mute?
Yeah, pretend
No.
he's not there.
Okay. I'm sorry, Christian, but I do not believe that you are
That's
the
fine.
man to beat.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
are a contender
That-
for
yeah, no,
sure.
no,
This is why
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
no.
want to bring all this shit up because I know you'd freak out.
Okay, Marks, is he the man to beat?
I think I'm gonna echo what Tit said.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
You
you know
should have
what?
said, I plead
Fuck
the
all you guys.
fifth.
Fuck all you guys. When Christian wins, I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna whip it out and say suck it. That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna
That's
say.
what he does. That's inappropriate.
Oh, guys.
I mean, it's gonna get
Hey.
weird on the show, but
It's
Hey, I take it all in. It's fine. Like I
Yeah.
agree with both you guys. It's fine. I totally agree. Like I haven't put in the results the past couple years to make me that guy.
thank you. That's
like
all.
the number
That's all.
one contender like
Right.
that. But I've showed potential and little flashes here and there, and I think that's what Keeper's like is kind of like going off of. You know, he's
Yeah.
seen those little flashes. He's seen the sneaky good results that kind of goes under the radar, and you know, just being on a whole new bike, team, trainer, like
Yeah.
we all ride together. That stuff I do believe is gonna elevate me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's just like a mentality thing for me. I just need to step up and show up. So
Yeah.
that's the number one
And
thing.
here's another. Here, give me. Let me.
And I like here. I bet big on RJ this year, in the form of a.
And everybody thought you're crazy, probably.
No, but I bet big on RJ for the same reasons that Christian just talked about. I liked RJ's potential. He new trainer, new bike, fresh start. He was riding all by himself in Florida a lot on the Geico team. Now he was, with the Baker guys and Rarick and those guys. And I liked all of that for RJ, and I bet on him to do it. Now it didn't work, you know what I mean? But so this is the same situation
For
that
me.
Christian is in. Yes. So that is absolutely correct. I like that.
And here's what. And I don't know what Connor's doing for him. I think Connor helps him.
Mm-hmm.
I also think like what Christian.
Another fan of e-bikes, Connor Fields, by the way. Kiefer took him out took him out like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Thank
He
you.
loved it. Yep.
Okay, and I feel like him being with those group of guys and having race scenarios
Yep.
all the freaking time when you're practicing.
Yep.
When you go to a race, you're not even nervous. You're just like, dude, I do this all the time.
The racetrack right now, Christian, has to look like an A practice, a seated practice right now.
It's crazy. Like Jamar, he obviously doesn't train with us, but today he comes up to me after our moto and he's like, dude, that was like a 250 main event, what you guys were doing. There was like 6 of us plus Mookie,
Yep.
and we were all just battling each other. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for me is I have to show up every day at practice. Like these guys are no joke. Like I'm battling Mookie, I'm battling with Colt. Just literally everyone is fast. So
Yeah.
that's the number one thing is like I have to go to the track and try to beat these guys every day or try to be better, and I have people pushing me. So
Yeah,
I think it's going to be
yeah.
the biggest change for me.
think about that. We all forget about Colt Nichols, right?
Count
Shitty year and all that. But dude, we forget about Colt Nichols like on that team.
Right.
He's gnarly, right? So, the man to beat on the line, everybody.
Thank you.
The man to beat is on the line right here.
Thank you.
Your 250 Supercross champion, Christian Craig.
Thank you.
Oh God!
Wow.
You're calling it now, huh?
If he wins, what are you gonna do? Let's do this.
I don't know. What can we do? What's the bet? I don't know.
Bicking your head. We're gonna bick
Do I
it.
get a bonus? I need like a check.
Well, we don't
Like
care
one of
about
those
you,
big-
Christian.
Yeah,
we don't care about you. We care about me and Steve.
Okay, so if Christian doesn't win, you're gonna bick your head.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Bitch.
All right.
Oh wow!
Shave the head.
Shave.
Okay.
Wow.
You've shaved your head before though. You just never bicked it, right?
Never bicked it. No.
Right. So all
All
right,
right.
there we go. There's the
We'll
bet.
try to stay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would love it to happen. I would love to shave my head because that'd be a super cool story, Christian, if you were able to pull off a championship. I mean, you've won a race before and you've run up front, so it's like you've set fast times, you've won heat races, all of that. So it's not like, it's not like foreign territories for you here. So,
Yeah.
Vortex Racing bringing you Christian Craig on the show. Geico team, let's talk about that a little bit. Obviously, bittersweet there at Paula. And you're well connected to that team, and you've been there for so long, and everything else, and with your wife's dad being a co-owner, really, really bummer, man. I did a story on the New Racer X about it, and I've been thinking about it a lot. And I'm glad a lot of guys landed on their feet. Honda took some of them under the wing, over there, and other guys got some jobs. But man, what a bummer for the sport, Christian.
Yeah, it was sad to see. We heard it around, I think Loretta's National or
Yep.
Ironman or something like that. And I really couldn't believe it at first. I was just like, I'm like, no way. I was like, that's got to be a joke. There's like something's gonna. I felt like me and the whole team were like, something's gonna, like Geico's gonna say, oh,
Right,
we're
right.
joking. Like we're gonna do 3 more years. So we just kind of like hoped on that stuff, and I just never believed it really until Paula, when it hit everyone, including my wife. Like she was sitting there and she broke down too, because she's been there since day one, and seen all that stuff with her dad. So it's a bummer, especially to lose a team like that. Just how professional everyone was over there, and how awesome it was. Man, it was one of the best teams out there, and it's going to be a bummer not have that out there anymore.
How about you and Chase going 1-2, and then them for the first time all year sweeping the second moto? Like oh my
It
God,
couldn't have been better,
right?
Seriously,
Unbelievable. Yeah,
it played out so well, and man, it sucked to see it go like that. But yeah, I mean, to end it for the team like that way was
Right.
pretty awesome.
What's Mumphy doing? The friend of the show, is he doing Michael Lindsay's thing? Do we know? Is that happening? What's Mumford doing? What are we doing? Because he said
I don't know,
he called in last week and said he would have an answer for us, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
probably listening right now, actually.
Well,
so
he called in to
Carson, if you're
complain
listening,
about
just
me.
call in.
He called in to complain about me complaining about 250 Supercross guys getting points, which is complete bullshit, by the way. Still, as well.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I called him out on that, actually.
Right,
I
right.
called him out on that. I said, why are you listening to these guys talk, especially live? You can't be doing that. And you even called in.
What's wrong with that? That's awesome.
Okay.
Why would?
Riders should not listen. Should not be listening. I don't think riders should be listening.
Okay, well, we got to go. So great talking to you. I mean,
No.
Congrats on your future championship. And
That's 7.
Yeah, I've heard little things like snippets of you, the rants of I'm too old in the class, just stuff like that. You know, like the riders don't need to hear that, I don't think. And I know a lot of riders do listen to this show.
Yeah.
Including me. Like I'll listen to little parts here and there, but it hurts the mentality sometimes. So, try to keep it positive while we're here.
It's not easy talking shit on riders all day. Just because I think 250 Supercross riders shouldn't have babies on the podium, kids on the podium. I mean, doesn't mean.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I would think it'd be much better for them to have babies, dogs, cats, whatever on the podium, as opposed to getting national points for a regional series.
I would agree with that.
That's my
Yeah,
personal
right, I agree
opinion.
with
So have your multiple kids and all your pets and your aunt and
But
uncle,
don't get points for
but
it.
don't get national points. That's my opinion.
Speaking of that,
we don't.
Okay, go ahead, Christian.
No, it's fine. Your rant on the points thing, I don't think you'll ever get over that whole thing. So,
well, you are
no
number
argument
29,
there.
by the way. I was going to bring that up on the show.
Yeah.
How's 29? What are you thinking? Andrew Short, 29.
Yeah, but I keep getting referred to as McAdoo. So
No.
I'd like to say, Shorty ran it for the longest time, so we'll do that. I mean, I'm good friends with McAdoo. That's fine. But
Whackers.
I'll say like I'm like a
Whackers.
Shorty.
Whackers.
Yeah.
You understand why riders don't listen, though, right? Being serious.
Yeah, they should. No, I don't care. Yeah, they really shouldn't.
Right.
No.
I know a lot of riders do though. So like, props to you. You have a big show, and a lot of riders do listen to you. So
I'm super smart.
I just think some of the negative stuff, it's
But
it's bad for the riders.
But I can't, Christian. I can't come on here. I can't do podcasts, and I can't come on here and just talk everybody. Just shove rainbows up your asses.
Right.
Like I can't do that.
No, I agree.
Right.
Like
right.
you're straight up, and a lot of guys respect that, and some people get mad at it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Some people do.
That's fine. It's part of it.
Yeah. So what's Mumphy doing? What are we doing, Kiefer? He's high des. He's your guy.
You can ask Christian. I probably know the same thing Christian does. So.
What is it?
Yeah, he's rode 2 or 3 different teams.
Okay.
Tried out bikes. I mean, I think it's public. Like he tried a couple other teams. I think he's going to be on a red bike.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, but don't know what team exactly. I think we'll find out.
Phoenix Racing or Michael Lindsay. They're fighting for him.
I think, either way, he's going to be fine. I think Honda's trying to keep him on a red bike and take care of him. So that's cool.
And Shimoda got the PC ride? Kiefer, did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Christian Craig here, brought to you by VortexRacing.com.
I don't know. Christian mumbled. I don't know what that meant.
He did mumble, yeah.
No, I said I can't say anything about that.
Oh.
Do you know?
But I don't know.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I don't know who got it.
Can we talk about Jericho?
Oh, that's my guy. It's my new guy.
Jericho's his mechanic.
That's awesome. I didn't know that till I saw him, and Jericho's like, "Yeah, I'm Christian's guy." I'm
yeah,
like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, just get ready for a lot of wrestling facts, Christian.
Oh, he's probably watching Monday Night Raw right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. No.
Yeah.
And when you do track walks with him, he will tell you what happened at what WrestleMania in that stadium. Like, even though you're trying to focus on the track and the rhythms, he will be like, "Hey man, I just want to tell you that Chris Jericho won SummerSlam '89 right here where we're standing, right here in 1998. I just want to tell you that. That'll be your every track walk you're on."
I didn't know he actually got Jericho's tattoo or autographs tattooed on him.
Yes. That's
so
right.
I'm gonna have to look at that tomorrow and check it out.
Do you know anything about wrestling? Do you know anything about wrestling?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. I actually met Macho Man when I was a little kid.
That's
awesome.
So
that was cool.
Yeah, brother.
Was he cool? Was Macho Man cool?
Slim Jim. The Slim Jim commercials, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah, and so Jericho, no, he's a good guy. He's a good mechanic. He works hard. You know what I mean? I like him. So I'm glad I think you guys are a good fit, so.
Yeah. He's been super easy to work with. He's quiet, but he's warming up to me. So
right.
No, it's been fun.
I will ask him after a few months where you rank in his rider list. If you are able to top Freddie Noren, that's a special moment
that's
because
one.
his love for Fast Freddie is
really
over
I
A-Ray,
didn't know that.
over McConaughey, over Benny, over everybody.
Did he say why?
He just loves Fast Freddie, dude.
Okay.
He I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with, I don't know what happened to Fast Freddie and him in those days of the motorhome or whatever, but they bonded.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So
I'll try to get up on that list. We'll see.
When you
see
do really well, just drop in like, "Hey, man, how would Fred do, you think, in this? How did Fred,
All right.
how's Fred looking right now? Or whatever, yeah. So, because that'll really crush him because he's a Fast Freddie a fan for sure. So,
okay, I'll remember that.
Should Christian go 450 in motocross, Kiefer?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Randy?
I think after he wins this coming championship this coming year, definitely move up. Yep.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
Did you like 450 outdoors, Christian? You had to love it, right? Just when you think about eating roost all summer on a 250F and, all of that work it takes to ride one super fast and the edge you got to be on, and then you can get on this 450 with your style and your throttle control. You had to just love it every Saturday.
I was looking forward to every Saturday. That was by far the best summer, most fun summer. Results were good and they were consistent, but I was just having fun. So it was I barely tested anything in between weeks. I tried some stuff here and there, but it was mainly just show up and ride and have fun and put into results. So that was super fun summer. So yeah, I'm glad I got the opportunity again.
How's Ferrandis?
Well, we nod at each other and say hi.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah. So we're pretty much at the same track every day. And
right.
He's already ripping. He's going fast. So
that to me, Ferrandis is a when we do our previews, he's a question mark for me. I can see him crushing it, and then I don't know. I look at AP first year, you know what I mean, and I'm like, is that going to be more I don't know. Does Mookie beat him? I could see that. Mookie crushed it last year.
Right.
And Mookie's going to be even better on Blue Crew because we all are better on Blue Crew.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like he kind of what you said about Adam this year. I feel like he's going to be fast.
Yep.
And he's going to make mistakes. He's
Right.
going to be up there and might win a race or two, and then could be 8th, because of mistakes. So
Okay.
I feel like it's one of those years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, maybe so. And Mookie looks good, right? I mean, goddamn, he passed me at Paris. I blew my goggles off. So it looked good there.
Mookie is ripping.
Yeah.
Mookie's ripping. That's the guy that we're all kind of chasing at the tracks right now.
Right. Yeah.
Especially Whoop speed.
Jeez.
I mean, okay, I gave him a run for his money in the Whoops today,
Okay.
but
Yep.
most of the time he's next level. Yeah, in the Whoops.
Have you seen the Yamaha whoops before?
No, I haven't watched them. No.
There's one set that's pretty big.
I mean,
and-
do you think I could get on there because I'm a Yamaha member? Do you think?
Yeah, of
think
course.
You get me on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just roll around.
Okay.
Could you think you could jump anything on that track?
I could double the triple.
You could.
Yeah.
That's actually harder than
No,
jumping
it's
the
not.
triple.
No, it's not. It's literally the easiest thing in the world.
Really?
Yes.
You know, one of the tracks at Yamaha doesn't even have a triple,
Oh, really?
like a Supercross triple.
Yeah.
They say like that's the easiest. I mean, for us, it's the easiest jump on like a Supercross track
100%. Right.
because like most of the time I'll hit a triple on the first lap at every Supercross.
Right.
So it does make sense. It's like you don't really need a test track. You put more sections in to work on that stuff.
I wrote in my columns 800 times when I would show up at a Supercross and see 2 triples. I would write, "This is the dumbest thing ever." 2 triples. You don't need any triples, but I get it for the fan. For the fans, want a triple. But
I think, at the races you need triples.
Yeah. Well, one.
I'm fine with 2, because I don't know. Remember the hot laps they used to do back in the day?
Yeah.
Like that was my favorite thing. Before, I think it was like right after opening ceremonies, they would have 4 or 5 guys, and they'd all go toss huge whips, knacks, and all that stuff. That was like the best thing to watch.
But they don't do it anymore.
Exactly.
RV and Dungey stopped that whole tradition.
Oh, really?
I don't know why, because that was so cool to watch.
It was
really
awesome.
the best.
RC used to get upside down. Chad would do his thing. Jeremy would do his thing.
Yep.
It was incredible.
The sound was cool because you had 1 or 2 bikes on the track, and the track was all fresh.
Yeah.
And you had the spotlight on them, so when they just go brrr,
And
you're like, oh.
literally, RV and Dunge just started doing dead sailors, and I think everyone, I think the Feld guys are like, "What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? These guys aren't doing anything."
Was it like the quieter you are, the lower they go?
Yeah. It was
Instead of the freestyle.
what you need to do, Christian. What you need to do is call up Prater or Mewey and be like, "Look, I'm your transfer guy in the dark. I'm the transfer guy in the dark."
I couldn't do that. I was always scared watching him do that, Wyndham.
Yeah, but you can do it. You have enough skill. You're fine.
I know, but he would do it with just a spotlight on him.
I know.
Some crazy stuff.
That's unbelievable. Like some of the stuff, oh my gosh. Like I would just close one eye. I'd be sitting on the line for heat 1 and we'd be watching this. We're like, what's he going to do now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he'd just come across 2 lanes and land on the finish line landing. You're like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, but I'm saying if you want to get in the mix, you can be the transfer guy. And then get in there with everybody.
I think they need to bring the Wheelie King back. I'm down for that.
Doug, what's up?
Hey, what
Doug
was
DeMo- yeah.
when you
Doug.
were like super little? You talked about meeting Macho Man, right? And obviously your dad raced. Did you have any like weird or really memorable interactions with like any pros? Like when you were really little? Like it was a flashback because I saw you on the bike, on the Honda Troy bike, right? I saw that photo somewhere. Did you have any like weird interactions or stuff with those guys back in the day with like Jeremy or Larry Ward or somebody that was like weird that you can remember?
The only thing that like stands out in my mind is my dad podiumed one race, and he pulled me out of the stands and brought me on the podium, and I literally walked up. I was looking at Ezra Lusk, and we like locked eyes, and I just like froze. And I'm like, holy crap, what am I doing here? And then I looked on the big screen, and it's showing me, and I was just so frozen, like I didn't move. And my dad was like, you got to smile, and I didn't smile or anything. And I was like, I'll never forget that. That was just the awkwardest thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I looked Ezra Lusk, like, right in the eye.
You look like someone kidnapped you.
Yeah, what am I doing here?
Right. I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's like Medusa. Stone.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, that's for sure the number one thing that stands out.
Right. I was wondering if maybe like one day at the Yamaha track they put you out there on some P-dub or something, or who knows, God knows. But
no, I never did that.
Right. Well, hey man, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Hold on, I got one more.
Oh, okay. You want outdoor champ now?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
Let's pump the brakes. I want to talk about Jagger. real quick.
Okay.
Of course,
Here we
right?
go.
We can't leave without Jagger.
Right.
What's it like now he's racing as a father? I mean, I'm there. So what's it like for you?
It's cool to see, but he's not really competitive yet. So, he did the Cal Classic, and we left before his last moto.
Oh, no way.
Because I don't think he understands the racing thing. He kind of just he kind of rolls around.
So okay,
yeah, he rolls around and just checks out the scenery and
That's awesome.
just little stuff like that. But I love like that he likes to ride, but when he figures out the competitive side, I think it's when I'll really enjoy it. You know.
Well,
I think it's cool what you're doing with Aiden though. Like especially last weekend, how pumped it looked. He was like, you know.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
Like,
and for me,
just
like
little stuff like that.
What at World Vets?
Yeah.
Yeah, can he not turn my tire while I'm on the line?
He's helping you out, bro. I don't know why he was doing that.
Leave my tire alone. I'm in the sand.
He's trying to dig you a flat surface.
I'm in the sand. Leave my tire alone.
I'm just like, I stress out. I'm more nervous watching Aiden than when I'm getting ready to race.
Right.
So,
there's one thing. Okay, so Christian, I get it. He wants to ride around and look at the scenery. That's fine. You want him to be a little more competitive. There's only one thing we can do here. There's only one solution. You call up TA.
There we go.
And you get him over there. You call up Tony. You put him in the academy.
Yes.
You will have a racer.
What the hell happened?
I mean, he's trying for a boy. Just give him Jagger for a few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jagger would probably weirdly like love that. To me. You know?
Yeah.
He'd be like, I love Tony. Tony's awesome. He chases me around the track.
Tony could get his.
He create a champion.
Right. Absolutely. That's what you got to do right there. So.
Oh my God.
Well, folks, say goodbye to the Supercross champion for 2021.
All right. Yeah.
He's on the line.
CC1. Steve, this is gonna be another rant for the next however long.
No. Listen, dude. You and I consider us friends. A lot of you a lot of these jerk ass riders, I don't consider friends. I consider one of my friends. So I would love to see you do well, and you certainly are amazing on a dirt bike. But I cannot put you as the favorite. I just can't. I won't be able to sleep tonight. I got to be true to myself. I just can't. So
that's fine. More motivation for me.
There it is.
Right. But, dude, Jericho and Christian, champions.
Tell me how stoked you'd be.
Super stoked.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Right.
So, all right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. If you find some time, come on up here, grab a taser. We'll go out for another ride. You did it before with me. Yep. We'll end up coming up here.
Sounds good. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Christian.
Right.
That's Christian Craig. Already brought to you by VortexRacing.com. Email Kyle at VortexRacing.com. Get the same sprockets that Christian Craig runs as well as the 450 guys. So,